Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Irene, the Visionary Entrepreneur. If you're new here, please subscribe to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, kudos to you. So it's kind of loud. I decided to stay outside today. It's really hot. I am very hot. You know, I always have a story, but this story is very interesting. I hope you're ready for it. I've been in my hometown where I grew up, partially, in my county, but I haven't been back since 2020. I decided to go home because I already bought a ticket before this COVID thing. So I decided to go home, and when I went home, there were a lot of businesses that I saw that I could do that caught my attention, but my main focus was opening a bar and also investing into an Airbnb. I know they do have hotels and they have apartment that you can rent, but usually it's really hard to get an apartment, to rent an apartment for a month. Even if you go to Liberia, if you're trying to get a place to rent for a month, most of them, they don't do it. So when I got back, I started saving up money to start the business and starting the bar, and also with the real estate 2-bedroom. Getting people to rent a room to you for a month for diasporans that travel back home. Because I went through that myself. I couldn't get an apartment for a month. The lady that I talked to, she told me I have to pay for the 6 months. I'm not going to Liberia for 6 months. Why do I need to pay for 6 months? But that was the rules, and most people that I reach out to. So I started my project. I ran away from my kids in the house. I came out here, the crickets are making noise, and the airplane won't stop passing over my head. When the first one finished to the rooftop, I roofed it and everything. After roofing it, I know the rest of the work is kind of minor, besides the ceiling tie and the electrical work. Other than that, the rest of it is not that expensive. So I decided to invest into the bar. My thought was to use the money from the bar and finish the house. So I started the bar. I got the space. It was a rental space. I didn't build it myself. It was a place I already did. It's not as big, but then I had the outside portion. So I was like, okay, this is a good deal, even though the inside part is small. But you know, you have to use your head. Use your head, your body will not suffer. November 29, 2021. That's when I went home for the grand opening. But here's the thing, before I could go home for the grand opening, my brother them, they were already selling in the shop. They not let me know. I guess they bought their own drinks and put it in the shop. They not tell me. When I called him, he said that, oh no, it's because, you know, they play been open and people, they just been asking. So the brother, I get the boots right here. He lent me $300 to buy the things in the meantime. So I was like, even if somebody lent you money, that it's not his decision to let you know when we're supposed to open. We don't open till the 29th. So if you feel like people are asking, let them keep asking until the day that we decide to open, which is the grand opening, the 29th of November. That was the beginning of the problem. My brother apologized. After that, I got there. The place, I want to share a video and let you know how packed the place used to be. Sometimes they make $500 to $600. It might not sound a lot to you. Being in Liberia and having a bar making that kind of money per night, it's a lot of money. So I saw the potential. I was like, oh wow, this is good. Everything was set. I came back. Problem started. All the people that I left to work, my brother started changing everything. He decides who work, who stay where, who does what. He decides everything. Even if whatever I say doesn't even matter. So I'm going to cut in the story short because I don't have to say everything. He starts to undermine everything I said. Until to where we got into a conflict. This boy said he don't have to listen to anything I tell him. Except our parents. The parents that don't know nothing about my business. Like, what have I done? It took me a while to process it. Like, why is all this happening? Once they started realizing the money that is coming into the business, they started misbehaving. They don't need to listen to anybody. Everybody became the boss. They start reporting when they made report. They report, like when you question them, they get upset. I'm not stealing anybody money. Why you keep thinking I'm stealing money from your business? No, I'm not saying you're stealing money from my business. I'm only saying this report you're making is not accurate. So when I say it's not accurate, it's a problem. By April, May, I started telling them, okay, the rent will be due soon. What I did was the first, even when we open, the first 3 months, I think 3 months, I said that I'm going to be sending that pay. So whatever money is earned is going to be put back into the business where you keep buying goods. Keep buying more goods until we have enough goods in the shop to where you don't have to buy on a daily basis. You can buy maybe once a week before buying again because we will have enough supply, which I told them we'll put everything into place before me coming back. I had to come back in because it was getting too hot outside. As I was saying, do a log daily, and then in a week time we calculate to see how much we got for that week. So when they sent me that, and a lot of things didn't add up. When I started pressing them about the report, so when June came, it's like it just been a different story from one thing to another, to where my other cousin in the shop said that, well, nobody's stealing money. If anything, your ass, as our big brother, it's just like, I don't want to call name, as our big brother, because the last time he bought drinks and put them in the shop, but he says for him. So every time we sell, we subtract his money out of everything we make for the night. He sells his own drink within his shop. And our cousin said, yeah, I didn't want to tell you so you don't get angry. So I was like, which is worse? You telling me early for us to find solution because the shop is making enough to pay the people that works there, and also to be able to pay the rent. And the rent is yearly, $1,500. At that time, that's why I knew it was $1,500. So my brother was sending his own drinks in the shop. That's why the business kept declining. Our people, they will frustrate you. When I ask him, or why are you selling drinks within a shop? Don't you know you selling drink within a shop, you're taking out of the business? Because the drinks that you're supposed to buy to put in a shop for the money to come to the business, the money is going in your own pocket. Like, why is that? He said that when a woman was coming from Gantor, somebody, one of his friends, give them money. Anyway, the story. So when the woman brought the money, he decided to buy Power Play 24 cartoon. So by the time I found out, there was only 12 cartoon left, according to him. I went on there. I told cartoon left. It's just Power Play down. How much? Power Play is $6. It's not much, but I don't want to drain back. I can just put it in the shop. So I said, no, don't put it in the shop. You said 12 pack left, right? Send the 12 packs that left. How much is it? Because I'm going to pay you for the remaining that in the shop. I don't want you selling within the shop. Like, it's not right. Why would you do that? Every time my brother, they don't have money, the business assets went from $4,000 to the last report before my brother could leave the shop. It was $250 plus the $120 he turned over in cash because they said I was going to replace them. Do I even have the mind to do that? No. The reason I put them there, my brother being in that shop, it's a burden that's off me, off my sister, off my brother here. I feed them, I transport them. At the same time, when I pay you, you're able to put food on your table. You're able to take care of your woman. Same thing with our cousin. Your family, every time he's going somewhere, he will ask me. And since they are helping me, even though I'm helping them, they don't see that. But since I feel like they're helping me, every time they're in need of me, I always show up for them. He wants to go to this place, I will pay a way to go to Nima to speak to the family and come back. Oh, my daughter is this one, I will do that. So his phone was not working. I needed him to be in a group chat for all of us to share information. I got him the phone. Family in Liberia. My cousin and I, he went in the shop. They were four. The business is not making money, and he lives far. Actually, the two of them, they live far. But our big brother, he lives closer to the shop. And the other boy, so I told him they had to switch dates. 2 days he will stay home. The other day, the other boy will stay home, then he can come. Because I'm trying to be reasonable here. Everybody got their own family issue. They got family to feed. So that's how I decided to do it. My brother said no. When I told them to stay home, they still take out of the business to transport themselves to go and come. 500 for him, 500 for the other boy, 400 for our brother. So I was trying to cut things down to see if we can like increase our principal back. They refused. When the tension got high, I told them to close the shop. They still no. So my other cousin said, so we're closing the shop and I'm not paying him. The boy have the mind. He went in the shop, took cartons of drinks. The little boy that was in the shop and called me, oh, since your cousin came here, he took drinks and I told him not to, he should call you. He said, no, he's not calling you. He took the drinks. I said, let him carry the drinks. Then I pay. But once he carried the drink, he will never step back in the shop. So he took the drink. He said, you don't want to come in the shop anyway. Before they say they've been stealing, all of them been stealing. That boy, you go serve somebody and come back, you'll not return the money. You put it in your pocket or you go in the bathroom. They thought I was not paying attention. In my presence, they were stealing. And I addressed it. I said, the training starting. I will continue even when I leave from here. If you not pay, like, paying attention to them. He said, you don't want to be in the shop anyway. So I called him saying, even block my number. Prior to that, we now made plenty of one messenger in the group chat too. So they start calling, begging, oh, they training, they don't know what they're doing. Then they come back in the shop, we're begging you. I got there July. When I got there July, because of that, I had to go to Liberia in July. When I went July 2022, the 3 weeks that they were away, and the people's son that left in our shop, within 3 weeks, he was able to come up with the rent by himself. When my brother they couldn't raise in a whole year. That's just me. Once I look confident in you, that's it. That's it. I can't trust you. Like, my own trusting people, I can be very stupid. If I trust you, if I tell you I trust you, I trust you. I don't care what anybody tell me. People, but once I lose it, that's it. Like, I don't know, there's no going back from it. I can talk to you, but does it mean I trust you? No, I can't. You know what's happening? My brother then. Well, when I got to Liberia before I found out. Now that I told my cousin not to come back in the shop, he's not the only person I was taking money from the shop. And at the same shop, he used to open your own money changing business or whatever. And he is saying he's taking money to open business. Like, both for us doing money changing, it's not just me. It's both for us. So if you're keeping him and taking me from there, and both of us were doing it. You know, I told my sister and they didn't listen. They said, well, because he's angry, that why he's saying that. They say fat comes through jokes at times, and fat comes when someone is angry with another person. You'll hear the true story. My brother came back in the shop. All he was doing, still taking the money to supply his money changing business. So the same thing was still happening. Even though I told him it was gonna happen, that was not in my hand, and my husband and the US rate were high or LD rate were high. So he used the money to invest into his own money changing business. So I asked my brother, you say you're gonna pay the money back? Because I know the shop can make that money within 2 days. I got fed up. I told him to leave because this shit is not making no sense. He gotta go. I don't even care anymore who say what. He gotta go. When I had a meeting, y'all know what my brother told me? Oh, you know, sister, I appreciate. I fought that inside, like when people say. I fought that inside. My eyes saw my ears. That again, sister. Yeah, something like that. My eyes are seeing my ears. My brother said, oh, the decision you come away is good. I said, you know, since we opened a business, I've been thinking it's not like the kind of business we're supposed to be doing from a Christian background. You know, the kind of business we're doing is not good. So since you made a decision that I should go, I don't have any problem with it. I thank you so much for the decision. It's just like the thing is really been bothering me. It's been eating me up. How many years now? 3 years. It didn't eat you inside when the first year will open. The second year will open. Now the third year eating you inside. You know it not been sitting right with him. Because you know no money in the business anymore. But he didn't tell me about this shop. You know, don't listen to our parents, and because they were discouraging me in opening our place in the first place. My brother said, no, you know, they see making money, and besides when finish, you know, like the whole thing you told me about, it will help the house for the house to finish quick. That way the business can run. You are pushing me. So because I saw the zeal in him, I was like, okay, he's really in for this. I actually wanted to reinvest because I saw the potential in this new person, and he was doing really well. He was very consistent in everything. He remodeled the place. He repainted, bought lights, put lights and everything over there. Like he changed everything. I was like, okay, wow, this person is good. And someone I don't know. Somebody I don't know, my brother over there, even to buy a light. The light that costs $5. $5. My brother couldn't buy a light to put no light. Because he's waiting for me to send $10 for him to be able to buy the lights and replace them. We are very wicked. We are a wicked set of people on this earth. Liberians. The person we're renting from now, the reason I'm doing the video late is because I now got most of the information. This guy we've been renting for all this year. So now he know that business is not really something over there. You know, I talk to somebody, another person wants the place. When he bring a new person in, you know, they don't have to do anything. The bar section is there, the outside portion is there, and everything. The man said, oh, Irene, I know you keep saying 1,500. The rent is no longer 1,500. I talked to the male. So I said the rent is now 1,500. Oh yeah, I told you last year that 2-store. The thing you call 2-store, even smaller than I told you from the beginning of the video. That's why I said I had to extend it outside because the inside portion is small. So most of our chairs are outside. Now, how many tables fit inside there? I think like 4 tables. The rest of the spots is just outdoor portion. The man said, oh, the place is no longer 1,500. I told you, and I told your husband, I told you to say the place $2,160. I said, for what? For which place? For that place? That place where I fixed myself. Why would I pay you 2,500? Because he only gave me that price. He had already talked to someone that he's gonna give the place to them. So he's gonna give me a price that he knows that I'm not gonna pay. That will tell him say I'm leaving. For him to give the place to somebody else. Even for him and myself conversation, I say, oh, the place makes money, but myself, I'm even thinking of using it to do my wholesale. He's a Nigerian guy that managing for one of our Liberian brothers. He just talked too much. You know, my boss ordered some things in from China, chainsaws, he bringing them. So they don't want to use the outside portion to advertise the things outside the news. I talked to that man. I said, look, the place is not already making money. I'm trying for the training to, you know, for also, it's like we're starting over. So why would you charge me 2,000, almost 200? Like, I can't pay that. The man said, if I can't pay, then I have to move. There you go. So I said, okay, I don't mind moving. Besides, I even have plan on moving anyway. I'm just tired. Like, I can't keep spending money if I'm not getting anything back in return. That's not making business. So, no problem. But before I move, you guys will have to compensate me for the work I've done. You know, when you give me the store in Liberia, when they give you so they just leave it that. I even told him, I was like, why were you giving me a place like that? He said, man, at that time, 2020, he said, well, it's up to you to fix the place at your own cost, but we can fix the place for you. So I said, okay, I have fixed up that place. Now he wants me to move. It's like he forcing me to move the price that he gave to me. So the man said, Jesus Christ said, even Canada, not talking for him to listen. His price at his price. So I said, okay, no problem. Are you going to compensate me for the work I've done? He said, no. And he did the same thing. The person that was in our store before we moved in, there was things in there. Like, he knows that bar was trying to do. I talked to that man. I said, oh, send those things. The lady have already started and she left those stuff. Can you just leave them there? I will just give you, like, compensate you for the things are already there. The man said no. He cleared everything out and sold them. He gave me the plate just like that, empty. So now he now want to compensate me. He won't do me the same thing I did to that lady. So I say, either you agree to compensate me or I'm taking everything that belongs to me. You say, no, I can't do that. I talked to your husband last year and that's why I gave you a discount last year. So when you're moving, you'll leave everything. I say, you crazy, that craziness coming to you, that foolishness doing you. You know how much I spent to fix that place before you gave me a stupid discount last year. So I say, okay, calculate how much you gave me last year and I'll tell you how much I spent to renovate at your place. So we'll subtract your discount that you gave last year and you pay me the difference. He said, no, you can't do that. I say, okay. Then Nigerian and I see a stupid person. Maybe the other Liberian people that are down there, like, I ain't can do them. And they don't say anything because, I don't know, because he's a Nigerian, he's scared of him or whatever it is. I told them, man, I said, I only one woman can born crazy child. They see where you crazy. That they see where I crazy. I tell the trainer, I want the trainer in the shop. Saying you feel like you not get brain somewhere where he can reason with people. Myself, I not get brain. I don't reason with people when my foolishness I don't reason with nobody. I'm just like you. Now my own property, I put them, I'm renting up, that portion is there, but what I put there with my money, I will take everything out. If it costs me to destroy them, I will destroy them. I will not leave for that man. I'll put the video there. Damage day came and this Nigerian man will not stay away. He called his boss. The boss came. I was like, if they have balls for real, they should call me. The boss not coming. He just went a Nigerian man, told whatever in your ear and left and went by. You see that green water? They broke everything down. Because I'm in bill I broke myself. Tell them to take out all the zinc. Everything. So when they were taking out the zinc, he called the police. Call the police. For what? Why are you calling police? I thought you pineapple with your own juice. Why are you calling the cops? And call the police. Police working, you know, as always. As soon as they give them $20, they're ready to ask to pay. Maybe Charles, because Nigeria is very stingy. Maybe in that game, it's gonna have $20 or $10. You know how Liberian people, money, business, will never do right. Will never do the right thing because of money. $10. Charles not bring them. Oh, madam, you know the men say part of this thing you're taking is not for you and this. I said they ain't take video. Part of the zinc that don't belong to us. They ain't take video and send to me because I gave them everything before they could do the work. So I know what belongs to us. I broke everything down. I took every single nonsense that belongs to me. I'm supposed to get shop in Liberia. Having a bar in Liberia is not the only thing I'm doing. As for my brother and their cousin, them, I just leave them with God. Let God do the rest. Let God take care of the rest. I'm here. I bless God. I'm still working, and I pray that God will bless them too to continue whatever they're doing. That will not stress one another. But our people back home, your battle. But a lot of people have told me, you know, if you do anything, don't involve family in it. It's true, but me, like, I'm very family oriented. I just want my family to do well. If one person is doing well, it takes the burden off us. If the other person is doing something, it's gonna help us to focus on other things. Because they will say your friend ain't get houses, your friend ain't opening business, you know, you're not doing anything. But when you start doing something again, they will be the same people with that witchcraft mind to sabotage everything. What thing I'm not doing for them. My brother will never ask me for anything I not do. Prior to even us working together. He said you bought a land, someone you have to pay for the deed, this one, that one. I never hesitated. I sent my brother $480 just so he can get it done and come back and go back to Moravia for us to continue the work. What else? I should give my blood? God forbid. Before they can be satisfied. The people in Africa, they just see all the people in America as stupid people. You're thinking that all of us in America are stupid. It's because we take our hard-earned money to send back home. Nobody is stupid. Y'all need to keep in mind that we are working. Whatever you steal, whatever you take, will always have a job. It's like having a big bag of rice with 5 drops of grains out of that bag will never shrink the bag. Y'all need to understand. But where you starting from? Think about it. Nobody's going to make me to give up on what I want to do. That's the thing. Once it is your brain, once it's you that came up with the idea, you'll never give up. If winners don't quit, right? If I consider myself as a winner, why should I quit because of one tiny thing that happened? No. I still have the passion to open another bar, but I'm just going to give that a rest and focus on other things that I have going. I'm going to keep you all posted on my next journey. So let me know in the comment down below your own experience in opening your business back home. If it did thrive and nothing like this happened, I'm happy for you. And let's all of us keep trying to make that country better and the people better. It's all of us in a diaspora that will help that country to grow. Not the people in Liberia. If you mind our people back home, you're not doing anything. With that being said, thank you for always watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Until next time, ciao, bye.